Because I realized in that season when I was mourning my mom, way after, and I think I said this in other videos that I've been on, is that I think 2 years ago is when I said I'm feeling like healing is coming, because it takes time.
Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Lifestyle Thursday on Just Angie, and I'm so excited because my guest, it's been a long time coming, Nyawira.
Yeah.
I'm having all sorts of mixed emotions. I'm trying to be excited, but also now, trying to be professional and get this going. I have so much that I want to get out of you and to hear.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad that you're here. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Pastor Angie. Like I'm a huge fan of Just Angie, and I can confess it here now. And so when she reached out, I was so happy. So thank you so much.
So who is Nyawira? Maybe that's where I'll start. I kept saying, I don't know where I want to start. I don't know where I want to start.
I don't know. That's an interesting. Nyawira is daughter to one man, Dr. Gachugi. Shout out, Dad. I am a sister. I am a friend. I am a communicator by profession. I am a believer by conviction.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I am interesting. I'm a conversationist. I love to have conversations, and I'm a wife.
That one is the one that I'm still rolling my eyes. I'm like, okay, we're going to get to unpacking that one. You're a wife. I can't believe you're a wife, Nyawira.
Yeah. That's a whole story altogether.
And thank God I saw you when you were not a wife.
Yes.
You were single.
Yes,
I
and
can't
ambitious, hopeful and lonely. I remember those days.
I know. And you would really, maybe that's where we should start.
Yes.
Like you lost your mom.
Yes.
How old were you when you lost your mom?
I was 19.
Yeah, it's a very critical age. And I think, did I meet you around that time? Or did I meet you maybe 21, maybe a few years later?
The next year.
No,
21.
Yeah, about like 2 years after.
Yes.
Yeah, and I met you with a group of girls. I think you were doing Supergirl Code?
Yes.
Actually, was it Althea then who introduced me to who introduced me to all of you? And it's funny that I have a relationship, I think, with 4 of you.
Yes.
Very different relationship. Of course, I have a relationship with Althea, but I have a different relationship with all 4 of you, but very differently.
Yeah. And it's so interesting because I think at that time, we met you for covering.
Imagine.
At the time.
Imagine.
Life comes full circle.
Life, even you forget.
Hey, I hadn't thought about it. Yeah. But thank you, Pastor Angie. I don't think we've ever had that time when we came together and cried together, but thank you. You did a lot in that season.
So I'm really grateful for that season, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just being there.
Yes.
And you all had different needs. Everybody was coming with a different story.
Yeah.
But maybe that's where we can start.
Yes.
Encourage somebody who's lost a mom. It's been a number of years now. Or how do they deal? And you can lose moms in different ways. Somebody can pass on.
Absolutely.
They can leave. I don't know. Just somebody who's missing that gap.
I think we can never nullify the power mothers have in our lives. I look at my sisters who are now moms in their own right, and I think, wow. And life is so interesting because you take up this role of nurturing and caring, and the absence of it is really felt. To anybody who's lost their mom, how do you grieve and how do you come out of it? I think allow healing to happen. Okay. And healing is messy, because you have a lot of things to unpack. You have, your book is called The Real You, isn't it? Unpacking You. Shout out Pastor Angie, get your book.
Get the book, yes.
And I think that's what you need to do when you're healing is unpack all these emotions. Because I realized in that season when I was mourning my mom, way after, and I think I said this in other videos that I've been on, is that I think 2 years ago is when I said I'm feeling like healing is coming. Because it takes time. There are moments in life when they'll keep on creeping and you're like, why I wish she was here. There are times you'll think, man, what would she have said? And my mom was a pivotal person in my life. She wasn't a silent person. She was very clear about her opinions on certain things. And so if you're in the process of grieving and mourning, allow the healing to happen. Okay. And allowing the healing to happen is be honest about it. That when you're having a bad day, mourn. If you're having a good day, have a good day. Yeah. But death doesn't isn't reversed when you don't heal. So just accept the healing
because it's there.
It's there.
But let me also another challenge I've just thought, even at that young, there are a lot of also mother-daughters who are not getting along on both sides of the equation. Daughters not understanding their mothers, mothers not understanding their daughters. How would you speak to that?
I think I'd speak about this loosely because I don't have that relationship. But I would like to say that if you have the opportunity to fix that relationship, fix it. There's a reason that's the only command God gave us that had a blessing. Imagine powerful. It's the only one.
Honor your father and mother, and it will go well with you, and you may live long.
That's it. And me, I want to live long. Let me tell you, in this life, I have to live long. And so there's a reason God blessed it. But you see, the truth is that many of these relationships that are wounded, many people, it's because we relate with my mom as my dad's wife. So maybe that's a reason you're having an issue, because you're seeing, here there's a problem. Or you're relating with your mom as her colleagues would, or as her friends would. The relationship between a mother and a child is a mother and a child. Yeah, don't mix it up. Because when you do, you start to see this person and you start to dishonor them and disrespect them. So see this person, and see them with their flaws and in their honest selves, but be honest to the fact that this is your mom, not your friend.
And you know, when you say that, one thing that also comes to mind is see them.
Correct.
Because I think in a lot of the relationships, I like that you brought it into, it's a lot of relationships that don't work, is you're not seeing the person. You're not, maybe you're seeing what they represent.
Absolutely.
But you're not seeing who is this person.
Yes.
In both sides. So mother, daughter, daughter, mother, and any other relationship. And if there's a challenge, you both need to see each other.
Correct.
Sort of unpack who you are. You know,
the real you.
Yeah, the real you. Here we are. That's it. I'm in shock. Yeah, unpack who you really are.
Yes.
And unpack who this person is, who is standing before you, or who you're having a relationship with. And for me, I felt, and I didn't think I was going to bring this up this early, but I know I want to talk about your mom. I want to talk about your purpose. I want to talk about your podcast, and I want to talk about the long poster life. Yes. That's very exciting for me. But then how was it when you were getting married and mom wasn't here?
I think in that season, I intentionally turned off my mind from thinking about her, because I knew it would keep me in a stuck place. I know what my grieving process is that when I think much about it, I become immobile.
Yeah,
because I start to feel like, oh man, why isn't she here?
Hey,
because my mom was very glamorous, flamboyant in everything.
Flamboyant at the wedding.
Even in my head, I was thinking, wow, I need to have. And so certain things I did, and I'm sure my husband and the team didn't know, is that the type of flowers that were there were because of her. The color and because in my head, I was like, if she was here, this would have been an issue if there were no flowers. You know what I mean? And it sounds so small, but in my own way, that's what I did. So I unmuted. In fact, the other day when I was like, hiya, well done, Nyawira, you did it.
Well done. I'm going to tell you, well done.
Thank you, Pastor Angie.
And she was still part of the ceremony and the wedding, because there she was. We put mom's touch into the whole story, which I love. Okay, all right. So when we pick it up next week, I'm going to stop it there. I want to talk about how you got married, because I'm still like, what happened? What do you mean you are married? Married how? But thank God you called me.
Yes.
Told me before I saw it on social media, I would have been 5,000 times upset.
Yeah,
I was like,
all of us, Angie, she can manage her before you go out there. It gets messy.
I was like, hey, it would have surely been a problem, because even just to process the thought and the idea, I was hyperventilating, breathe in, breathe out, okay, chill. How old is she again? What do you mean? What has the doctor said? Anyway, so come back next Thursday as we continue on how it is that Nyawira is married and what married life is for her. God bless you. Bye-bye.